For the past 6 months, I've been selling tea at farmers markets, at parks, at random events, any place really that I can. And I'm not really going to talk about the details of the tea itself. If you're curious about it, you can check it out at the link in this video. What I'm going to talk about is what it taught me about human psychology and how selling is more so about human psychology than it is about the product itself. I thought it would be chill, just like a means for me to make money on the side through a business venture or a side hustle, if you will. What I didn't expect is for it to teach me about people, their insecurities, their ego, and their need to be listened to more so than to be talked to or to be sold something. It was a crash course on human psychology, and I wasn't expecting that at all. So without further ado, here's what I learned about human nature from selling tea on the streets and giving out free samples. So the first thing I pretty quickly recognized is that the majority of people value being heard more than being helped, whether they recognize it consciously or not. Typically, I'd say like 8 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10, people didn't want to be sold tea. They wanted to be listened to. They wanted to tell you about their diabetes or their cousin's issues with GMOs or why they don't trust Western medicine. It could be anything at all, but tea was just a means to open up a conversation, to be an ear for them to talk to, I guess. So people didn't really want solutions. They wanted to be heard and they wanted validation more than anything. Even customers that didn't end up buying anything just stood around to be understood or listened to, which is obvious when you think about it, but it was kind of astonishing when I was actually in the experience selling people tea. Selling tea just felt like running an unlicensed therapy booth. The second thing I realized is that confidence is so much more important than the product itself. You're more so selling yourself than the product. Just to give you like an example of this, some people stayed for 30 seconds before they decided to buy the tea. Some people stayed for 20 minutes. They wanted a full breakdown, a list of sources, and decided not to buy anything. The thing that I got from these interactions was that certainty in yourself and of the product is more important than facts, at least when it comes to person to person interaction. Now, the other really interesting thing that I had to deal with was the price dance, the price negotiation and determination for these products, and people's perceived value of said products. There was one tea that I sold for $12 at the beginning. A lot of people thought that was too expensive. And another tea later down the line that I sold for $15 or $16 that people perceived as being premium or being like a premium deal. When I changed the pricing, but I didn't really change the ingredients on some of the teas, I just changed the narrative and the story behind it. More people bought it. And it allowed me to recognize that value is pricing is dependent on perceived worth more so than the actual value of a thing. And it just blew my mind. I know it's kind of intuitive, but it's weird to see in real time. Now, the fourth thing is that I saw in real time that people are weirdly married to their identity when it comes to affiliating themselves with a product or wanting to purchase a product. When I threw in buzzwords like organic, non-GMO, non-gluten free, which makes no sense if you're selling tea to begin with, people that align to those buzzwords or the values that are founded on those buzzwords were more likely to buy the product. Um, and they were more likely to buy something that aligned with a preconceived idea or value that they already had. Um, and it allowed me to recognize the importance of the values that are attached to a product that you're trying to sell. Um, Also, another kind of innately kind of intuitive idea when you're selling something, but it was weird to experience in real time. Now, selling tea didn't make me rich in the short duration of time that I was selling it, but it did make me realize that sales is a mirror. How we buy is how we see ourselves, and what we say we want isn't always what we choose. So, if you really want to understand human psychology, don't take a class. just try to sell something real to somebody, anybody, face to face. All right, that's pretty much it for this video. Check out the tea, regardless of everything that I told you. It's actually amazing tea. Everyone that I've sold it to so far have given me great reviews. I myself made this as an alternative to energy drinks a couple years ago. I was drinking espresso and Celsius and Red Bull every morning, and it had just pretty bad adverse effects. So try it out. I also have another tea called Soul, which is great for to drink at nighttime. It's good for your immunity, your digestive system. It's amazing. It's sourced ethically. A lot of the ingredients come from Sudan, like a baobab extract and Arabic gum. And yeah, so check it out if you're interested. But that's it for this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.